Great song for the end of the show. Shelley Winter Show, live, local, topical, and relevant. Let me tell you what's going on with the Cook Report. Oh, here it is. Yes, sir. Ooh. Cook Report. Let me read to you. Cook Political shifts 4 Senate races towards Democrats. Let me tell you what they've done. Cook Political shifted 4 Senate races toward the Democrats. An open seat in North Carolina, they're saying they shifted towards the Democrats. Senator Jon Ossoff re-election bid in Georgia shifted to Jon Ossoff. Open race in Ohio shifted to the Democrats. And Senator Pete Ricketts, who's running for re-election in Nebraska, shifted to Democrats. Both the Georgia and North Carolina races shifted from toss-up to lean Democrat, while the key Ohio race, which is an open seat, moved from lean R to toss-up. This is troublesome, my friends. And many of you say to me, you yell at me on my videos, you yell at me, you don't call in, but you yell at me on the videos, which tells me that you're looking at the videos, which is fine. You yell at me on my posts. This is why I'm talking about what's going on with the Trump administration, because of the midterms. I can't say that enough. I don't think day to day. I don't see something today, and that's the big problem. That's how you see the world. That's why you get so mad at me. I see these things in a collective, as a bunch of things, because that's how voters see them. If you're dyed in the wool and you hate Trump, I'm not really necessarily talking to you right now. I'm talking to you on a regular basis, yes, but not right now. If you hate Trump, you hate Trump. If you love Trump as much as others hate Trump, understand why I'm doing what I'm doing. Because I need voters and Republicans to understand what is going on the ground. So when you run out on your Facebook page and you defend everything, understand there are voters out there that are seeing that and they're saying, Thus, Cook Political Report shifts Senate races to the Democrats. Thus, voters shift from Republican, they may be moderates, you may call them rhinos, but they vote now Democrat because they're like, So when you're out there starting a day off saying he's trolling the left, he's trolling the Pope, and then you say he's just a doctor, he's healing the nation, they see that. Regular voters see that. Normal, not normal because you're not abnormal, but regular voters see that and they say, I'm good. So they either stay home or they may vote for the Democrat, particularly like here in Georgia when the Democrat is more moderate. Now, you as a Republican scream and yell about Jon Ossoff's a progressive, Jon Ossoff's a progressive. Regular voters, people that are not political activists, people that are not on one side fighting for their side, see him as a moderate. And when you look at his constituent services, they say, yeah, I got a bunch of friends who called because they were having problems with their passport and it got handled in 48 hours. I've heard those stories from Republicans. That matters. This is why I'm talking about this. People are looking, and there are a bunch of people, a lot of independents who lean right. But you know what? Too much chaos. I'm being yelled at if I say one thing that's critical. I'm being yelled at. They're seeing Trump go off on Tucker Carlson and Alex Jones and Marjorie Taylor Greene, and they see you saying, yeah, take them down. And they're like, They're hearing Trump say, I'm not going to apologize to the Pope. The Pope. It's the Pope. What do you mean you're not going to apologize? You took it down. You're not going to say, hey, man, dude, let's back off a little bit and talk. Oh, I'm not going to apologize. Okay, that's cool. But there are millions of Catholics who are like, you're not going to apologize to my guy? Because to Catholics, the Pope is the man. You're not going to say sorry? Because he's preaching the gospel? He's talking about peace and not war? Well, what about the Iranian nukes? The Pope's saying, yeah, talk it out before you start a war and kill people. Thou shalt not kill. He's talking from the book. And there are millions and millions and millions of people who go by the book. They're Catholics. Trump won about 50% of Catholics nationwide. Biden won about 50% of Catholics. You're going to piss off 50% of your base? For what? For what? For what reason would you do that? So now we got Hispanics mad at us. You got black men mad at us. Now you got Catholics mad at you. You got women mad. You got a slew of families who are mad about prices. Who's going to be left? That's why I talk about what I talk about, ladies and gentlemen. Because if you piss everybody off and run them all off, there's nobody left. And then you know who really gets hurt? The candidates that are in the general who ran in Trump's name. They're going to get buried. That's what I'm afraid of. That's why I'm saying the things that I'm saying. It's very simple. I guess at some point you'll realize. Hopefully it's not too late. Have a wonderful night. We'll be back tomorrow at 7 o'clock. And know this in your hearts. I say it every night. God loves you. Peace.